we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Let me know if you guys can hear me. How's everybody doing this Tuesday evening? How are you? I'm just a few minutes late, just a few. How's everybody doing? Let me know if you can hear my voice. I don't think Candy's going to be here tonight because she is at a holiday party. Hey, Vanessa, I see you in here. I see you, girl. I don't know if my other mods are here. If they are, they can speak. But I don't know if they're in here. She said, we made it. Yeah, we made it, girl. We made it. We made it. We made it. Let me know if y'all can hear me, though. Okay, loud and clear. I see you. I see you. I see you. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Looks like everybody's doing good. She's having this. Can you drop the link, sisterhood link? No, you're going to have to inbox her. We're not dropping the link anymore in this chat because, you know, we have people that really don't like us, but wants to be around us. So we don't, we're not dropping the link in here anymore. We didn't have to kick out a few snakes. If you've been kicked out, it does not mean that you was a snake. It just means we just put everybody out, but we have caught a few snakes. Yeah, they don't know how we did it, but we did it. So, but if you're not a snake, you can reach out to Vanessa. But just know if you are a snake, we're gonna find you. So anyway, but no, just jump in her inbox. We're not dropping no links. Dropping the links is over. We ain't doing that no more. That's my fault. That's my fault because I probably let the snake slither right on up in there and didn't even know. Be all up in your face pretending like they like you and they really don't. What a damn shame. So anyway, but I hope you guys are doing well. We are going to be covering tonight a story that's actually kind of old. I mean, when I say old, it's at least a month or so old, but we're going to be covering it anyway. This is the Sakiyna Thompson and the Kayla Hodgson case. Okay. This is the crazy lady that flew from New York to Florida to unalive her ex-boyfriend's new woman. Okay. So before I get into the story, I just want to ask y'all a couple of questions before I get into this story. I hope y'all don't mind. Y'all could be truthful. Okay. Have you ever been so hurt or even jealous? I'm just going to say hurt. Okay. Have you ever been so hurt over a breakup that you wanted to take it out on your ex's new woman? You've been so hurt how things ended between you and your ex, and then he moved on to another woman, and you just wanted to take it out on her because you felt like if she wasn't in the picture, you may still have a chance. Have you ever, anybody? Okay, I see. No, ma'am. I move on faster than a Mexican music. She said move on faster than Mexican music because y'all know that Mexican music had your feet dancing, baby. Salsa dancing, okay? So everybody say no. So no one, she said, my ex flew from Dallas to Atlanta to flatten all of my tires. Damn, he begged me to come see him. If I went, I knew he would have unalived me. Damn, Kayshawn, shit, girl. Well, I'm glad you didn't go. Damn, Kayshawn, I didn't know I was about to read that. Girl, you almost took my breath away with that one, girl. Well, I'm so glad you didn't go, baby. Lord Jesus, what will we do? Kayshawn, you about to have me jump through the screen and fight this joker. Where he at? Where he at? Damn. Well, I'm so glad you didn't go, girl, because woo, child, you probably would not be here with us today. Okay. She said, it is all this green for me. Yes, all this green. Yes, I'm loving it, baby. I am loving it. She said, my man ex stalked me, been stalking and harassing me to this day. That's a shame. You know what? Let me ask that question. How many of you have been stalked or harassed by your ex's new woman? Your ex's new woman. Or should I say, your new man ex? Okay, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. Your new man ex-girlfriend, not the first one. Your new man ex-girlfriend or baby mama. How many of you been stalked by your new man's or new relationship ex? All right, so Jen with the juice says she tried to run me off the damn road in October. Lord, Father God, in the names of the heavens. Girl, I think you need to put a TPO on her ass. Somebody trying to run you off the damn road. What did you do? She says, we can't fall that lady address the man. Yes, I do think the you should address the man, but you know they don't be doing that. They don't be doing it. They come after the woman, which I never really understood. However, it is a bad idea. I did some stupid shit like that when I was 17. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I wasn't even dating a dude. We wasn't even he didn't even know he was my secret crush. Okay. Like he didn't even know, right? But I did step to a female when I was 17. Now, get it right. I was 17, young, dumb, stupid, crazy, idiotic, all of that. I have definitely outgrown all that dumbass shit. But I was 17 and I did confront a woman about kissing this guy that I liked. He wasn't even my man, though. That's the thing. Oh, how embarrassing. But I'm not embarrassed. Y'all know I'm not embarrassed of nothing that has happened in my life. So, but I did put hands on a girl because she got smart with me. She said, I asked her, did she kiss the guy at the school dance? And she told me, go ask him. Child, why that lady say that to me? Why she say that to me? Man, it was dumb. I was 17. So anyway, yeah. That's what I went to jail for, y'all. You remember I told y'all I went to jail for 27 hours? It was for putting hands on a woman that kissed a man that he didn't even know we was together. We was together in my head, y'all. We was together in my head. Anyway, she said, yes, I remember this story, Amore, girl. So listen, so we're going to talk about Sakiyna Thompson. That's the girl that's side eyeing the new girl. Okay. The new girl is Kayla. Well, was because rest in peace, Kayla Hodgson. I think it's Hodgson. Rest in peace to her. She lost her life. She was a young lady that lost her life to, or should I say, on the hands, by the hands of a jealous ex. Okay. Kayla lost her life by the hands of a jealous ex. So let's get into this story right here. Okay. We're going to get into this story. We're going to break it all the way down and tell you. Here, let me just click out of that. And tell you, I'm going to play the video first. And then we're going to get into this story. All right. Again, the story is kind of old because she has already been found guilty. But nevertheless, I want to get into this story. Hold on. Let me pull up this video clip. Before I do that, before I show you the video clip, I am going to pull it up. But before I show you the video clip, let me run down who these people are so you guys can kind of know who they are. All right. Let me highlight it. All right. First of all, before I get into this story, everything I say on this channel is allegedly. Okay. It is allegedly. All right. Everything I say is allegedly. So we ain't trying to defame nobody. So let me just take away that so we can see the whole thing. Okay. And so let me tell you the key players in this story. Okay. So Sakiyna is the one that's side-eyeing Kayla. She's the one that flew from New York to Florida to confront the new girlfriend. Now, let me tell you why she did that. First, let me give you some back information on her. 1 second. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up right quick. Sakiyna. She was a woman living in New York. She had recently been involved with a breakup of her ex-boyfriend. Hold on 1 second. All right, my bad. All right, so she was recently involved with a breakup with her ex-boyfriend. And from the news reports and court coverage, it appears that she was someone who already was struggling with mental issues, okay? She had already admitted to having jealousy issues, emotional control, and even possibly obsession issues. This is something that she admitted in court out of her own mouth, all right? And then her people that knew her, like her friends, her exes, her even family members, they actually said that she had a pattern of reacting strongly to rejection. So she was one of the ones that could not handle rejection very well. And she also inserted herself into drama very often. All right. She felt threatened by other women, especially when it involved a man that she was once involved with. All right. So that was brought out in court amongst her friends, family, social media people, and exes. Okay. Now, the new girlfriend, which her name is Kayla Hodgson. Okay. She was a 23-year-old young woman that lived in Florida who was currently dating Shakira's ex-boyfriend. All right. Kayla did what a lot of women that have obsessive exes do. She blocked her on social media after Shakira started harassing her. She literally started harassing her, tagging her, mentioning her, jumping in her inbox, and things of that nature. And Kayla, only being 23, where Shakira 31, quite an age difference, right? You would think it was the other way around. The 23-year-old would be harassing her. But no, it was actually the other way around. The older woman, Shakira, 31, was actually harassing the younger woman. She just did not like that. But what did Kayla do? She just blocked her. She said, listen, lady, I don't have time for your foolishness. I don't want to go back and forth with you. She set boundaries. She's like, no, no, no. This is not about to go down. I don't want to hear from you. I don't care about what happened between y'all. It's a wrap. Go on. Get on. But Shakira took that as humiliation, right? Loss of control, right? She's like, how can you block me? You can't block me. You already got my man. And now you're going to block me? I'm not having it. Okay. So that block became a trigger for her. All right. It literally became a trigger. Now, let's talk about the ex-boyfriend. They didn't speak a whole lot on him, but let's just say what we know about the ex-boyfriend. All right. All right. Just a little bit. He didn't play a direct role in the crime, but he is the link between the two women. All right. So from what we know, the relationship between him and Shakira did not end cleanly. It was a nasty breakup. And for some people, especially those who feel entitled to a person's attention, right? They seek out the new woman and start harassing them instead of just moving the hell on, right? They become jealous, they become humiliated, they feel like they lost control and they feel replaced. So what do? They go after the new person in your life. They skim through and see, oh, who you talking to? Who you messing with? They asking people who he involved with, right? And then they go after that person. Why? Because they can't get to the ex. They can't get to the ex, so they go after the ex's new woman. All right. So when Kayla blocked her, because she didn't block her right away, it was after some harassment, disrespect, and all of that bull crap, right? Then Kayla said, I'm done. Conversation over. Boom. It's over. So when that happens, unstable people, they grow a rage. Okay. They get upset because now they don't have access to the boyfriend, and now they don't even have access to the girlfriend. It feels like a loss of control, a loss of power, right? So what did she do? By that block alone, she felt insulted and she could not accept it. And instead of just chucking deuces, is what normal people would do, she became fixated, okay? And she's like, I'm gonna show you a thing or two. So that's exactly what she did. She became fixated, overly obsessed. It just grew and grew and grew, right? She started trying to watch her through other channels. You know how these people go and get these fake channels? They go get these fake accounts. That's exactly what Shakira did. She started getting these fake accounts. So she couldn't come through her direct account. She get these fake accounts and started watching Kayla, monitoring the relationship. And as she watched them, she grew angrier and angrier. And then she did the unthinkable. She literally jumped online, Expedia.com or one of them channels, and she purchased a ticket, a flight from New York to Florida. She literally invested money, bought a ticket from New York to Florida. All right. Now, let me say why I'm telling you this, that she bought this ticket. Everybody knows when you jump on these sites and you purchase a flight, baby, that's what you call a plan. She planned it to go to Florida to meet this lady. She had to think about this. This wasn't no spur of the moment type decision. It's not like she went down the street and knocked on her apartment door. No, she searched for the ticket, bought the ticket, drove to the airport or dropped off at the airport, however, made her way to the airport, flew, caught some type of ride, went to her house. Why am I telling you all of this? Because this is what you call premeditated, planned. It was put together. That shows intent, straight up intent, okay? But that's a buildup of rage and obsession to do things like that, okay? So then when she arrived at the young lady's house, she said, I just went to confront her. That's all I wanted to do. She literally knocked on the door to confront Kayla. It was no accident. It was no coincidence. She went there for Kayla. She actually admitted out of her own mouth, I flew after planning now. I planned, I bought the ticket, and I flew from New York to Florida to confront Kayla. Why? Oh, well, because she blocked me on social media. I could no longer harass her in her inbox. I could no longer speak to her, harass her, bother her. I couldn't run her away. So I went all the way to Florida to confront her. That is no accident, no coincidence. She went there for who? Kayla. But what happened next was violent, tragic, and fatal. All right. So it said that she went there, she confronted her, they got into it, and she took out a weapon and she stabbed her. Okay, I think it was a knife or a pocket knife or something like that, right? I just know it was a weapon. The investigators found evidence tying her directly to the scene. The evidence includes digital records, surveillance video. The lady was caught on video walking with her suitcase to Kayla's apartment. Like she was gonna spend the night or some shit. Like she literally was just gonna be there like, oh yeah, let me in, move over, let me spend the night. So she was caught on surveillance camera. I actually think she was caught on surveillance camera walking to and from her apartment. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Okay. But also they traced her movement. And they had physical evidence at the crime scene. So the prosecutor used all of that to build their case. All right. So let's talk about the prosecutor's argument. The prosecutor says this was 100% premeditated murder, and it was carried out by a jealous rage. They argued that she planned the trip. She targeted Kayla. She was motivated by jealousy over her ex moving on with Kayla. And then the ultimate, she was blocked. And that block is what pushed her over the edge. So they framed all of that with intentional, deliberate, and fueled by obsession. Now the defense came back and the defense said, wait a minute, hold on. Okay. It's a little bit different than what you think. According to Sakiyna's own testimony, the defense said, my client blacked out and doesn't even remember attacking Kayla. How many times do we hear that? How many times do we hear, I blacked out? I don't remember. How many times? Is that what happened when you see blood, I guess? I don't know. Because so many criminals, or should I say murderers, say, oh, I don't even remember shooting. I don't even remember stabbing. I don't even remember beating. I don't even remember banging your head into the ground. I don't remember. I don't remember any. I blacked out. And I just don't remember. I don't even know what happened, right? So anyway, and then Sakiyna said it wasn't planned. And I didn't intend to KI her. That wasn't my intent. That's what Sakiyna defense is saying. I don't remember. It wasn't planned. And I did not intend to KI her. But here's the problem. None of that holds weight. Why? Well, because she booked a flight. Well, because she traveled across states. And well, because she said out of her own mouth, I went there to confront Kayla. I went there to confront her. Oh, but it wasn't planned. I didn't intend to. Why did you fly from New York to Florida, young lady? Huh? Yeah. So anyway, let's play this little video clip right quick, and we'll get more into it because yeah, we're going to talk about what she said on the stand as to why she did this. Why she did this. Now, I will commend her for one thing, and that is admitting that she was jealous. Now, not too many people will say those things, but this young lady actually admitted to being jealous. Let's take a listen.
Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakiyna Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim, Kayla Hodgson.
A little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarack in July of 2022, in part to confront Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop. This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson's Tamarack apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning. When Hodgson let her in, Thompson says a conversation about their love triangle quickly turned sour. Thompson says Hodgson hit her over the head with a hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Thompson was 2 months pregnant at the time. She told the jury she had no choice but to grab something sharp and defend herself. Thompson testified that when she thought Hodgson was dead, she tried to clean up parts of the crime scene with Lysol wipes and paper towels.
Now, let's go back here for a second. Who believes in the audience that Kayla at 4 o'clock in the morning let this woman in and then hit her across the head with a hookah? Who believes that? Who believes that she let her in and then attacked her? Because I don't. And I don't know why she wants us to believe that that girl let her in to have a conversation. Now, I wouldn't have let her in. I don't know what the hell the 23-year-old was thinking. But, you know, we're not going to hold anything against her. I mean, she probably just wanted to hear what the crazy ass lady had to say. But I would not encourage anybody to let somebody into your house at 4 o'clock in the morning, especially unfreaking invited. Like unfreaking invited. Yes. Who was pregnant? The crazy lady was pregnant. The murderer, Sakiyna Thompson, was pregnant. So she claimed. Well, actually, I think it says that she was. Let's listen to it again.
Over 2 hours of testifying in her own defense, Sakiyna Thompson told jurors she was jealous of the relationship her boyfriend had with the victim.
So I do, like I said, you know, I do like the fact that she did admit that she was jealous, because she was absolutely jealous, and she did admit that. Okay.
Kayla Hodgson.
A little, I guess you could say, jealous and like insecure.
Thompson admitted to flying from New York to Tamarack in July.
So she flew. This is her right here, you guys, in the pink. She got a little suitcase. Let's go back a little bit. Don't it look like she coming for some type of slumber party?
Tamarack.
Hold on.
To Tamarack in July.
Hold on. Let's go back. I'm trying to pause it for a second. Look at her. Don't it look like she came for some type of slumber party? She's like, oh, well, let me just pack a little nightie, a night bag. I'm just going to spend the night with Kayla or something, right? She just pops up like, yeah, I'm just going to chill with her for a little bit, right? This is her getting off the plane. They use all of this footage to track her whereabouts, okay? Let's continue.
From New York to Tamarack in July of 2022, in part to confront.
So not only did she fly, she bought the ticket and flew from New York to Florida. She catches a Uber. This is an investment. She planned this. She spent money. She really wanted to talk to this young lady. Like, this lady is spending money to talk to her ex's new woman.
Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop. This video shows.
And she did all this to try to convince Kayla, the 23-year-old lady, to leave her ex alone. She wanted to scare off the new woman. Now, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to keep it a buck. I need y'all to let me know deep down in the comments. If I'm dating a guy and his ex shows up my house at 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah, you know, I'm going to call the police, but I might have to leave his ass alone. I don't know. What about y'all? It depends on how new the relationship is. Because I'm thinking, dude, who did you mess with? Who did you date? Right? Because you got a crazy ass ex. Your ex showed up at my house at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay? I may have to just chuck deuces to both of y'all. But that is what Sakiyna, or is it Sakiyna or Shakira? Whatever, the crazy lady from New York. That is what she wanted to do. And that is stop Kayla. Hold on one second. Give me a second. This is Jeannie calling. Hold on one second, y'all. Hey, sis. What's up, honey? You on live? Yeah, I'm on live. All right, sis coming over here, y'all. All right, hold on. So what was I saying? Oh, yes. So Shakira, the 31-year-old, wanted to, I think it's Sakiyna, but Sakiyna, or whatever her name is, the New York girl, wanted to stop the 23-year-old Kayla from dating her ex. She wanted to run her off. She literally wanted to run her off, okay? She wanted her to stop having fun with him. Stop dating him in front of my face. You're making me jealous. I don't like the way you guys are flaunting around on the internet. I don't like the way he's making you smile. I don't like the way you're making him happy. This is bothering me. This is bothering my insecurities, and I don't like it. Okay?
Stop. This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly.
Hold on.
Video shows Hodgson about the relationship, hoping to convince the other woman to stop. This video shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson.
And have the nerve to be walking to the lady's apartment while talking on the phone as if no cameras are anywhere to trace who she is. You see how she's trying to be a little bit incognito? She has the black on, you know, every time they want to do something. What is it about people, right, that commit crimes? They want to put black on. What's up with that? Oh, let me just put a hat on and let me just put a black outfit on. Why do they do that? What is up with putting on black, right? Right? She puts a hat on. She has a white shirt on, but she puts a black, hold on, let's go back to it.
This video.
She has on a black jacket, a hat, and some black pants. Probably some black shoes too. Why do they go incognito like that? Anyway, let's continue, honey.
Shows Thompson.
And she's talking on the phone. Like, who you talking to? Is the person that she's talking to on the phone, did they not tell her, girl, take your silly ass home? Why are you in Florida? And why are you going over this lady's house at 4 o'clock in the morning? Why didn't the person on the phone tell her to take her silly ass home? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because that's exactly what should have happened. She should have told her, girl, if you don't turn your silly ass back around and get your ass back on that plane and take your ass home. She deeply engaged with someone as she briskly walked to that girl's apartment, Kayla's apartment.
Shows Thompson showing up unexpectedly at Hodgson's Tamarack apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning. When Hodgson let her in, Thompson says a conversation about their love triangle quickly turned sour. Thompson says Hodgson hit her over the head with a hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me. And
out of nowhere, right? If I was a part of that jury or just sitting in the courtroom, I would have been like, oh, she just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after letting you into her home at 4 o'clock in the morning, she just started. Because that's what Sakiyna said, right? I may be fucking up her name, but whatever. Miss Thompson. Miss Thompson says she just started grabbing my hair and just started punching me and hitting me over the head with a hookah. She just started out of nowhere. She wants us to believe that. This young lady just wants us to believe that this 23-year-old lady just started grabbing my hair and punching me while I'm on the floor, is what she says. And I'm on the floor, so I just picked up something sharp and I stabbed her.
And hit her over the head with a hookah.
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. I fly to somebody's house, apartment, to confront them, and now I have to fight for my life. Why are you there? What are you doing there? They kill me with this. I had to defend myself. I had to fight for my life. I showed up uninvited, unannounced, 4 o'clock in the morning. Most people at 4 o'clock in the morning is either sleep or almost sleep or thinking about sleep or, maybe, doing some grown-up things, right? But 4 o'clock in the morning, right? All of a sudden, she let you in the house and then just started beating your ass. Make that make sense. And I just had to just start defending myself because I'm a victim. I only went there to talk, and she took it left. All she had to do was just talk to me, and everything would be okay, right? Yeah, okay. She where she belongs, okay?
She just starts grabbing my hair and punching me, and I'm on the floor. I'm kicking. I'm trying to get up to fight back at this point because now it's a fight.
Thompson was 2 months pregnant at the time. She told the jury she had no choice but to grab something sharp and...
She had no choice. Oh, yeah, she could have, not showed up. Could have not purchased a flight. Could have not caught that Uber. Could have not dressed up in her black clothing and went to this lady's house. She could have did a lot of not things, right? She could have not been jealous. She could have not been obsessed. She could have moved on. She literally could have moved on. I had no choice but to fight back because at this point, it was either me, I was 2 months pregnant, and it was either me and my baby or her. She could have not been there, right?
Pregnant at the time. She told the jury she had no choice but to grab something sharp and defend herself. Thompson testified that when she thought Hodgson was dead, she tried to clean up parts of the crime scene with Lysol wipes and paper towels.
Okay. First of all, now she's trying to say she had no choice but to kill the lady, right? The young lady. But yet, after it was all said and done, she takes paper towels and Lysol and try to clean up. Baby, the jury did their thing, okay? The jury did what they were supposed to do, and they brought back a verdict of guilty. Let's turn to that one right quick. Hold on. Let's put that back up here. Let's remove that. This girl, I don't even, her lawyer should be embarrassed, to be honest with you, because how in the world did you think that you was going to beat that? How? Just how? Oh, I had no choice. I was 2 months pregnant. I was defending myself. I just wanted to have a conversation with her. That's it. That's all at 4 o'clock in the morning. I just wanted her to talk to me. Just tell me what is going on between you two. Why are y'all together? I just wanted her to go away. I wanted her to go away. I didn't want her to be with him anymore, right? All right, hold on. It's a commercial. Let me see if I can do it on I hate doing it on here. Let me see if I can get it on YouTube because y'all don't get to see what I see when we do it this way. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do it on YouTube. She was charged with first degree, and they found her silly ass guilty of first degree. All right, hold on one second. It says 5 more seconds for this ad. All right, that's 5, ain't it? It's the longest 5 seconds I ever seen. All right, hold on, it's coming. I hope it don't show me another commercial. I hated doing it like this, to be honest with you. All right, here we go. I kind of wanted it. Okay, anyway, let's just go. Oh, here, let me show it, y'all.
Only on 6 more than 3 years after investigators say that a woman flew down to Fort Lauderdale to kill her ex-boyfriend's lover, a jury found her guilty of murder. NBC 6's Nico Clemens is live in Fort Lauderdale tonight with more. Nico, we're hearing from the victim's family.
Yeah, Juwan, and one family member described the last 3 years as torture. But today was the day they all hoped for.
State of Florida versus Sakiyna Thompson.
A burden lifted.
We, the jury, find as follows as defendant in this case. The defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree.
Guilty is what.
You know, the way she turned her head, right? When they read the guilty verdict, the way she turned her head as if she was expecting anything else. Is she kidding me right now? Did y'all see how she turned her head? Let's do that again. Let's show you again. Look how she's looking as if the jury, you know, the lady that reads it, the floor, whatever you call the person or whatever, right? She looks at her as if she's expecting anything other than damn guilty. Literally. Look how she turned her head in surprise.
In this case, the defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree.
Guilty is what this family has waited to.
And the lawyer. Why didn't the lawyer tell her, girl, you're going to be found guilty? Honey, a blind person would have known she was going to be found guilty. She turns her head like she's shocked.
Guilty is what this family has waited to hear
Oh,
for more
goodness.
than 3 years.
We finally have some justice for Kayla.
A jury found Sakiyna Thompson guilty of killing 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson in 2022. Prosecutors argued Thompson surprised Hodgson at her Tamarack apartment, confronted her about the two of them dating the same man, and then stabbed her to death. Hodgson's family cried tears of joy in the courtroom Tuesday. They hugged each other tight because a guilty verdict is what they prayed for.
We're so thankful in this moment that the jury was able to see the story for what it is, that Kayla did not deserve to die the way that she did.
Defense attorneys insist Thompson didn't start the fight. They say Hodgson hit Thompson first and cut her stomach with a piece of glass. When Thompson took the stand earlier in the week, she admitted she killed Hodgson because her life was in danger and she was pregnant.
She thought, oh God, she's coming for me and my baby. That's when she grabs the glass and then she blacks out.
After the
Oh, my
murder,
God.
Thompson admitted she changed into the victim's clothes, cleaned up some of the scene, and
She changed into the victim's clothes, you guys. Listen to this bullshit. Listen to this bullshit. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. She hit me first. I was defending myself and my baby. I'm such the victim. But I tried to use some Lysol and some paper towels to clean up this shit. And oh, by the way, I changed into her clothing and left. But I'm such the victim. I am literally such the victim, okay? I didn't mean to do it. I blacked out. I don't even know. Okay, I blacked out. I didn't even know I killed her. Oh, but I cleaned up and changed into her clothing. Anyway, her defense attorneys suck, if you ask me.
She thought, oh God, she's coming for me and my baby. That's when she grabs the glass and then she blacks out.
after the murder, Thompson admitted she changed into the victim's clothes, cleaned up some of the scene, and that she was too scared to call police. She also threw evidence in the trash. A life taken too soon. Years later.
And then throw the evidence in the trash. Baby, premeditated first degree murder. Premeditated. Premeditated. And this lawyer girl, I would be embarrassed if I had to defend her.
She was
like that.
pregnant.
She thought, oh God, she's coming for me and my baby. That's when she grabs the glass and then she blacks out.
After the murder, Thompson admitted she changed into the victim's clothes, cleaned up some of the scene, and that she was too scared to call police. She also threw evidence in the trash. A life taken too soon. Years later, the family says they got justice.
And the moment I heard guilty, it was what we all needed for closure in this moment to move forward, to start our healing process. It's been a long 3.5 years.
3.5 years. Hold on.
So next, of course, is sentencing. Thompson could spend the rest of her life in prison. We will see. In Fort Lauderdale, Nico Clemens, NBC6 News.
And that's exactly what she got. Let's pull up. She got sentenced to life in prison where she belongs. Oh, shit. I always do this. Sorry about that, y'all. I always do this. Let's pull up the video of her being sentenced to life in prison because that's exactly where she belongs. Hold on. So right here, come on. Let's pull this up. Give me a second. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, here we go. Come on, lady. Let's hear about how you getting life. How you think that you supposed to be. I don't know. She acts so shocked and surprised when they said guilty. God dang, lady.
Witness the hearing.
NBC6's Marissa Bag was the only reporter in the courtroom. And Marissa, there wasn't an empty seat in the house?
No, there wasn't, Jackie. In fact, the judge asked myself and a few others to sit over in the area that's usually designated for the jury just to make more space there in the courtroom. Many friends and family did speak up today because they knew it would be their last chance to address the killer.
My heart is broken. And words cannot express.
Through tears, loved ones spoke out in court about their pain and anger over the killing of 23-year-old Kayla Hodgson in her Tamarack home. Dozens of them packed a courtroom Monday wearing bright pink and black shirts with Kayla's photo and messages of the justice they waited 3 years for.
For the rest of your existence, you will have to look in the mirror every day, regret your decisions, and think about how foolish you are. I hope all your nights are filled with regret and loneliness.
A judge sentenced 31-year-old Sakiyna Thompson to life in prison for the murder. A jury found her guilty in October. 10 of Kayla Hodgson's friends and family stood firm as they faced her killer for the last time.
What she's done was very wicked and evil, and a person like her, it's important that they never see the light of day again.
Evidence showed Thompson confronted Hodgson in her apartment home in July of 2022 at 5 o'clock in the morning and then stabbed her to death. Thompson testified during trial that it was self-defense because she was pregnant at the time, but the jury didn't believe her.
Or how about the audacity of you to come up on this stand and waste taxpayer dollars and tell them garbage to everyone in the courtroom about your blackout reasoning?
Prosecutors say Thompson.
I love that. Did y'all hear the judge? Listen to this again. She said you came into court and wasted our time with your crap out, your damn sorry ass, I blacked out defense, right? She literally you came and wasted our time with that big fat lie, okay?
Believe her.
Or how about the audacity of you to come up on this stand and waste taxpayer dollars and tell them a crock of garbage to everyone in the courtroom about your blackout reasoning?
Prosecutors say Thompson killed Kayla because Kayla.
Crap of garbage. I need to hear it one more time, y'all. I need to hear it one more time because she needed to hear that. She needed to hear that.
Believe her.
Or how about the audacity of you to come up on this stand and waste taxpayer dollars and tell them a crock of garbage to everyone in the courtroom about your blackout reasoning?
Prosecutors say Thompson killed Kayla because Kayla was dating her boyfriend. That jealousy prompted her to fly from New York to South Florida to carry out the murder.
And everyone will get to also see the darkness that this person you're sentencing and her failed attempts to cover it with false claims and her blatant lack of remorse.
I'm just glad that we got the justice that we was looking for and that she will never be able to do this to another family again.
Thompson.
So she got sentenced to life in prison. She will never see the light of day. And she had no remorse. Well, she showed none. showed no remorse. She wasn't even sorry. This lady had the audacity to say it was self-defense. She did this in self-defense. This lady said she was protecting herself and her baby. That's why she did what she did. She was the victim, is what she wanted people to believe. It wasn't Kayla, the 23-year-old, that blocked her on social media. She felt like she and her baby in her stomach was the victim. Make it make sense. She literally admitted she was insecure and she was jealous. She admitted that. But then gonna turn around and say, I had no other choice but to defend myself. So I just grabbed something sharp. Yeah. I didn't have no choice but to take her life after I done booked a flight, right? I done flew from New York to Florida. I done changed clothes, went to her house, 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning. One news station say 4, another one say 5. 4 to 5 o'clock, that's too goddamn early to be going in disrespectful hours. Go to her apartment after the young lady lets her in, which, I don't know what she was thinking, right? She lets her in. She have a conversation about their relationship. She wanted the young lady to know we're dating the same guy, right? We're dating the same guy because she couldn't move on. And then a fight started and she picked up a knife, so she claimed, and she unalived her. I want to say she stabbed her in her neck is what the news said, that she was stabbed in her neck. And then she cleaned up the scene, or attempted to, with Lysol and paper towels. Imagine that now, Lysol and paper towels. And then changed into the victim's clothing and left. And flew back to New York as if nothing happened. And she got caught. And she went in court and told a bold-faced ass lie that she blacked out. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, but yeah, I remember to change out of my clothes. I remember to try to clean up some of this blood. Yeah. I remember that, but I don't remember picking up something and stabbing her. But wait a minute, didn't you literally just say she was kicking your ass and she hit you across the head with a hookah and you had no choice but to pick something up? Girl, stop it. She is where she's supposed to be, in prison for the rest of her life. The rest of her life. She would never see the day of light again. And you know what? This was a well-deserved sentence. And let me tell you something. First degree is not easy to prove. It is not. You want to know why? Because you have to establish intent. And the prosecutor in this case, they were able to establish intent. It was very easy to do, though. Anybody that intentionally purchase a ticket from online and intentionally take a flight from New York to Florida and intentionally catch an Uber to someone else's apartment and intentionally knock on the door to have a conversation that they intentionally wanted to confront this young lady about, another man, and then intentionally stab her in the neck, and then intentionally try to clean up the crime scene with Lysol and a paper towel, and then intentionally change into the victim clothing, and then intentionally try to throw away evidence in a trash can. Baby, that's intent. It was intent. First degree, you have to prove intent to kill. Oh, it wasn't an accident. You know what I'm saying? It just, just so happened. No, baby, it was intent. And they proved that that was her intentions. Her self-defense claim, I'm actually shocked that they even allowed a self-defense claim in this case. But they did. It didn't work, though. It did not work. So jealousy turned into obsession. What can we learn from this? Because we can't walk away without learning something from this. What can we learn from this? Well, one, when a relationship is over, whether you ended it or the other person ended it, we have to accept that sometimes things do not last. Sometimes things has an ending. Things run its course. We have to know that when someone no longer wants to be with you, you absolutely have to accept that. You have to accept that. Right? My grandmother told me that when I was younger, a younger adult. If somebody don't want to be with you, don't try to force it. Right? And I had to take heed to that. I ain't forcing nothing. I ain't begging nobody to stay with me. When it's over, I'm going to cry. My closest friend is going to hear it. Probably for a good, 60 days, 120 days. I don't know. I'm going to cry, but I'm going to get through it. And I'm going to move on. Not 120. That's too damn long, but maybe 60. I don't know. I'm sitting up here saying that's too long. But I'll grieve because, yeah, you grieve, but you move on. You have to accept it. We can learn something from that. But to grow obsession over somebody, girlfriend, new woman of a man that did not want to be with you, nah. She should have sought help. She absolutely should have sought help. Now, we can identify some warning signs, right, of different behaviors and to someone spiraling into obsession. You guys help me out with this. What are some warning signs? Drop them in the chat of someone that's spiraling into obsession. I'll start it off. Stalking. When someone starts stalking you on social media, always going to your page, they have to see what you're talking about. They have to see what you're posting. They have to see what you're doing. They cannot go one day without monitoring you, right? One day, they cannot go without mentioning you. They have to hear what you're saying. They want to know if you're happy or you're sad. Stalking, monitoring is the number one, in my opinion, of a number one sign that a person is spiraling into obsession. What is some more? Ms. Nell said harassing. Yeah, reaching out to someone. That's absolute no. That is harassment. That is harassment, right? Inboxing them, leaving them messages, going up under their comment section, writing comments. That's all harassment. And it's all a part of obsession. Because if you do not enjoy someone, if you do not like them, going up under their comments and leaving derogatory comments day after day after day, it is obsession. And it's warning signs that people need to take heed to. This person is obsessed with you. They're spiraling into obsession. What's some more warning signs that someone is spiraling into obsession? We said stalking, monitoring, reaching out to someone, so harassing them, whether it's in the comments or in their inbox. What else is something? Another warning sign that someone is spiraling into obsession. She said sabotaging the new relationship. So you mean like booking a flight and flying to where they live? Yes. Showing up to someone's house uninvited is obsession. Booking a flight is obsession. She says, I would say neglecting other areas of your life. You start to lose focus and control over your own life, working, work, or other relationships. I would say that too, but I don't know how. I mean, I'm sure she was, neglecting things in her life, because her friends did say she had a very obsessive personality. She didn't take rejection well. She didn't take breakups well. She actually couldn't take no for an answer, right? Right? Another one, she said sometimes they'll even try to destiny swap with you, copying your hairstyle, clothing, lifestyle, in hopes that that man or woman will attract themselves to them. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. They will. They will try to do things that they know the man like. Yeah, they'll try to look like you, like that one girl did. Her nails like the other girl, the Brene girl. She did her nails like the ex-wife. Yeah. Try to dress like you, laugh like you. Yeah. Destiny swap. Lisa said fake pregnancy. Yep. That's another one. Faking pregnancy to get the man to come back to them and things of that nature. But she wasn't faking a pregnancy. She really was pregnant. She really was pregnant. Being jealous. Yep. Being jealous. Mimicking behaviors of the new woman. Yep. Destiny swap. Calling the person and asking about the new person. Oh, you mean like bothering the boyfriend, harassing him, or harassing the ex? I mean, yeah. Another thing that I think some people get triggered on social media really quickly. So she allowed being blocked to set her off. That is absolutely a sign of an unstable person. If somebody blocked you on social media, would that piss you off? That's not normal behavior. If somebody blocked me on social media, I would probably laugh. Oh, I just got blocked. But I'm not going to spaz the hell out. Because who does that? That is not a sign of a normal person. That is someone of very unstable. You get mad because someone blocked you from harassing them, right? Because that's what happened. She literally in court said she blocked me. And it pissed me off. She blocked me. This lady blocked her. So this lady, this 31-year-old, Miss Thompson, thought that Kayla was supposed to literally sit there and accept her harassment. That is a mind of an unstable person. So instead of a self-defense claim, I think she would have did better off with an insanity claim. Because self-defense, it was not. Is this lady a whole fruitcake? Yeah, she's a little nutty. I would have probably, entertained that claim versus a self-defense. Because self-defense, it absolutely was not. Okay? Premeditation versus crime of passion, because a lot of people like to holler, oh, I did it in a crime of passion. Premeditation does not equal impulsive, right? It's not impulsive. It was thought out. If somebody buys a ticket, they hop on a plane, they catch an Uber, and then they go to your home to confront you, that is premeditated 1,000%. Ain't nothing about that impulsive. All of a sudden, this lady thought about this the entire way. Now, I don't know if she knew she was going to stab her. I don't know about that. But she went there to confront her. What the hell did she think was going to happen? They was going to break bread? Because who does that? What stable person does that? Now, what I don't understand is if Kayla would not have allowed her into her apartment, what would she have done? Waited out until Kayla left her apartment and came, you know what I'm saying? Waited by the staircase. I mean, I don't know. But I do believe that if she would not have opened the door, listen, the girl flew from New York to Florida over a block on social media. What do you think she would have done if Kayla would not have allowed her to come in? I think she would have, hid out to attack her later. That's what I believe. Because she went there for a mission. She wanted to confront that lady. And she wasn't getting back on that plane and flying back to New York without confronting her. She would have confronted her. That was her goal. And she would have continued to work on that goal. So she would have hid out, maybe in the stair cage, and waited for this young lady. But she was on a mission. You don't fly from New York to Florida. You don't do all of that and say you went somewhere to confront someone and you don't get to confront them. You don't do that. She had a mission. It was all premeditated. What I do not understand, and I know we have talked about this time and time again, I do not understand why the woman confronts the other woman. But she said she did it because she wanted her to end their relationship. She wanted that lady to end the relationship. Right? I don't know why the exes, right, think that they can scare the new girl away. Because if it wasn't Kayla, this man would have moved on to another woman. So what's going to be your life mission? To scare every woman that he dates, scare them away? Is that what she was going to do? Every woman, I'm going to scare her away. I'm going to confront her. I'm going to scare her away too. I'm going to get rid of her. I'm going to get rid of her. Craziness. These are the women that just cannot let go. They can't let go. They can't move forward. I have a question for you guys. Could this have been prevented? Could this whole situation have been prevented? Now, and the reason why I asked you this, let me do it from this angle. Her friends that knew her testified that she already had rejection issues, that she already had obsessive jealousy issues. Do you think if they would have maybe, I don't know, talked her into receiving some type of mental health help, do you think that that could have prevented this? If you see a friend that have obsession issues, jealousy issues, rejection issues, would you reach out and try to help them? Or would you just let them be them and say, girl, that's just you? Or would you really say, Sakiyna, whatever her name is, Miss Thompson, you need some help, sis. You really need some help. This is not normal. What you're doing, your behavior, this is not normal behavior. Ain't no man worth this. Would you talk to your sis? Would you talk to your friend? Or would you say, the hell with it? because I would talk to my friend. If I knew my friend was stalking a new girl on social media, I say, girl, cut that out now. You wrong for that. Don't be worrying about who he with. It's his loss, not yours. Let that joker go. Let him go. Dust your hands off. Dust your shoulders off. Girl, there's too many fish out there in the sea, is what I would be telling my friend. She said, if try to help them and if they are a true friend. Oh, so you're saying if you would try to help them, basically you're saying they should have tried to help her if they were a true friend. If they can come forward and say, oh, she always had this possessive attitude. She was always obsessed. She was always couldn't deal with rejection. She was always a bit of jealous. She always wanted control. That's red flags, but no one, I'm not going to say they did not suggest mental health, but if they would have, it could have prevented this situation. Or even her family members. Sometimes we try to stay out of our family members' business, but we know our family members are a little touched. But we tend to kind of ignore them, walk away from them, instead of trying to get them help. We know our family members have issues. Sometimes our family members call us up on the phone and be like, that bitch, I can't stand her. I just saw her today. They went out to eat. They over there eating. They over there looking happy. I can't stand her. Your family member's supposed to tell you, girl, leave that girl alone. Leave that girl alone. Let that man go. Let him be happy. Right? Now, what I don't know if she was pregnant by the ex or not. I'm going to assume she was, but I don't know that. I don't know if she was. Let me see. Do they even mention if she was pregnant by? Hold on. They said the breakup was not a good breakup. Girl, see, that's what I'm talking about. So listen, she did claim she was pregnant, and her lawyer even said she was pregnant, but she had no proof of the pregnancy. There was no proof. She said the girl, okay, the defense said Kayla slashed her belly with a piece of glass. And she said she acted to protect her unborn child. But it says there was no credible source that confirmed via medical records or prosecution evidence that she was definitively pregnant or that a pregnancy was confirmed by autopsy or other third parties. So the pregnancy was never verified. So if she was pregnant and this happened 3 years ago, where the F is the baby? Where the F is the baby? It doesn't even show. Oh, because she changed it. She changed it. At first, she said she was pregnant. And then now she said she believed she was pregnant at the time of the murder. She believed she was pregnant. She believed she was protecting her unborn child. She believed that heifer wasn't pregnant. That heifer was not pregnant. Yeah, she believed she was pregnant. Wait a minute, she said she had the baby in prison. Hold on. No, she didn't. It says there's no evidence that she delivered a baby while incarcerated. There is no evidence. She said that the alleged victim cut her on the stomach with a piece of glass and she attacked in self-defense to protect her and her unborn child. But none of the major, y'all saying she had the baby in jail. Why? There's nothing here that's telling me that she had the baby in jail. Hold on, let me look again. There is no verified evidence of her having no baby in jail. Where did y'all hear that at? It said that it came from an unverified source on TikTok, but it is not true. It said it came from an unverified source on TikTok, but it says there is no documentation, no confirmation from the jail, no confirmation from the father, no reporting in the trial, no follow-up from the sentence. It says that no news report, no documentation, no nothing has verified that she had a baby. It said that it came from a non-verified source on TikTok. So that was not true, you guys. Her pregnancy was never proven. It was only stated by her that she believed at the time that she was, the time of the murder, that she was carrying a baby. She said she believed at the time. That's why I told y'all, be careful on TikTok. I'm not saying don't listen to them. And somebody said she has a son. But I'm trying to tell you, I mean, I don't know where you got, I mean, you know, I'm putting it in here. It says she didn't have a baby. She did not have a son in jail, you guys. No. Which, if I was the prosecution, I would have asked what happened to your baby, but I guess they probably didn't want to be insensitive. But there is no baby. None of the major news reports about her conviction or sentencing mention a baby, a child, or a follow-up regarding her birth. None. None. Her pregnancy was only claimed by her and again by her attorney, trying to say that she did it in self-defense to protect her and her unborn child. She said there could be another story because there have been a few. Yeah, that may be another story that you guys are referring to, because she did not have a baby. Unfortunately, that was not true about this particular case. She did not have a baby. She said that she believed that she, and you know, at first she did claim that she was pregnant at the time of the murder, you know, at that day. But then 3 years later, during trial, she said she believed she was pregnant at that time. She had believed she was pregnant. Now, for someone to say that on the stand, that she believed at that time that she was pregnant, that means that her ass, what, you know, she wasn't pregnant. That's just saying that she thought. That's all that means, that she thought. She said, I just looked, did Shakira have a baby in jail? And the internet said yes. Well, I don't know where you looked, Alicia, but baby, ask where is it at? Go back and ask what happened to it. And show me a picture of it and send it to me right quick. Because I'm up here asking and it says, no baby have been identified. She said a baby was born in 2023. Show me a picture of it. Send it to me right quick. What's the baby name? What's the baby name? But you put the wrong name in there. I don't think that's her name. Is it? Let me see. It might be her name. Hold on. No, her name is spelled a little different. This is her name right here. Unless you just spelled it wrong. I think you put a whole bunch of letters in it. But this is her name right here. I think you might be getting the names mixed up. You got Sakiyna, and this is her name right here, Sakiyna. Take the H off and then put it back in there and see if it's the same person. Because I don't know who on the internet is saying yes. She said it still came up. Well, I don't know what to tell you, honey. I don't know what to tell you. What source do you have? I'll pull it up. So I just did what you did, and I said, did Sakiyna Thompson have a baby? And nothing came up that said that she had a baby. Oh yeah, a thread. You can't listen to that, baby. That's a thread. That's people talking. That's not verifiable news, sweetheart. That's not verifiable news. That's on thread.com. You have to go through a verified source. That's not verifiable news. I wouldn't listen to anything that wasn't verifiable. I just see what you said. It said she had the baby in jail. Now the man she KI'd for, but that's somebody's comment. Like, let me show you. That's these people comment. That's a thread. See, I went and looked it up like you did, right? Hold on, let me go back. I said, did Sakiyna Thompson have a baby? And then I went down. Then I see right here, it says thread.com. She had a baby in jail, but now the man she killed for has, that's someone's comment. It comes up as someone comment. Now the baby that she killed for has custody and a fiance. This is not verifiable information. I would not even listen to stuff like that, to be honest with you. She said, I don't know how to put a snapshot of what I'm looking at in the chat. Yeah, but it's not true, baby. It's not true. I'm trying to tell you, if it was, a news outlet would be saying, oh, the baby daddy got the baby, she lost the baby, she had a miscarriage, she had, you know what I'm saying? They would literally be saying that. So she didn't have a baby. So, but anyway, let's move on, y'all. She didn't have a baby, okay? So nevertheless, she messed up her whole entire life. 31 years old, is about to spend life in prison because of her jealous rage. She literally had a jealous rage. She could have went to counseling for that shit. But now she has to spend the rest of her life. And the thing about it is, in court, the entire time in court, she showed no remorse. Literally, you want to know why she didn't show any remorse? Because she literally thought she was the victim. She thought she was the victim. You know what I'm saying? She literally thought she got handed the bad end of the deal. Like, damn, I was just defending myself. Why me? Like, what type of sick person does that? As if the lady invited her to her home. I don't understand people. You know? I don't like these people that think they're the victim. In my opinion, what do we call those people? What do we call those people that sit around and act like they're the victim when they started the womb? But when they start bleeding, oh my God, look what they did to me. What do we call them? Narcs. Thank you. You can't tell me this girl is not one. Look at this photo that I'm about to put up right here. Look how nonchalant, like she did not give a care. This is a picture in court of her not giving a flying care. You literally took someone's life and she didn't care. You don't give a F. She's still breathing, right? But the fact that when they read the verdict, she literally looked away as if, like, damn. This might be the saddest that she looked in this whole thing. This might be the saddest right here. That may be the saddest. This lady did not care. So anyway, rest in peace to what was her name? Kayla Hodgson. Rest in peace to this young lady. I wish she would not have opened the door. Of course, you can't just go back and undo things. But if someone comes to your home it doesn't even matter what time of the morning it is. Somebody come to your home that you have blocked on social media, dial 911. Dial the police. Do not, I repeat, do not open your door. Their intentions are bad. Anybody that comes to your house to confront you, they have bad intentions. Especially after you have blocked them on social media. Ain't nothing good is about to come to this conversation. Nothing. Bad intentions all the way around. Now, what I didn't know, and I just saw this, she is a Jamaican native. So Sakiyna Thompson is from Jamaica. Wow. She's from Jamaica. Who knew that? Raise your hand if you knew this young lady was actually from Jamaica. I did not know that. And I don't want to start stereotyping people from Jamaica or anywhere because, it don't matter where you from. You could be jealous. It doesn't matter where you from, right? She says she looks a little tough. Oh, this is, what's her name? I can't think of her name. But anyway, that Lovely T, she's talking about it on her channel as well. But anyway, so she is a Jamaican native. Oh, you didn't know? Okay, Sassy D. She looked a little touched. Well, I think she was off a little bit. She had to be off a little bit to think that she was a victim. I don't understand these people that really think they're a victim. She really thought she was a victim, So anyway, but that's the story, you guys. She has life in prison. She ain't getting out no time soon. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna rot in there. They're not even gonna give her any time for parole or anything. She would never come out. She would never be able to do this again. She would never be able to even think about this again. 31 years old. She's going to stay there forever. She's done. She's a dunner. She's done. Okay. To get on a plane and confront someone that you had a relationship with is crazy. Reminds me of that nutty astronaut who wore a diaper to kill. Exactly. She was a nutty one, an absolute nutty one. And so was this one. And so was this one. Did she think she was going to get away with it? I think she did think it. And you want to know why? Because I don't understand why people don't understand that everything that you're doing is on camera. You are on camera. You leave out of your house and drive down out of your neighborhood to the local coffee shop. Baby, you on camera. You are on camera. You're probably on camera driving by in your neighborhood because guess how many Ring cameras just picked up your vehicle, right? Right? So you are on camera. But I don't know why she thought she was going to get away with it. But yeah, to answer your question, I do believe she thought she was going to get away with it. Because she thought that they was going to be looking for someone in Florida Oh, I don't even live in Florida. They ain't going to suspect me. They're not going to suspect me. But her apartment complex had cameras. But this chick had the nerve to try to disguise herself with a hat on, black jacket, black pants, you know? But what they don't, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that probably gave her away. Their surveillance, because they surveillance her. But also, they look at your social media and see who the hell is stalking you. They probably look to see in her social media, in her inbox, right? They look and see who's been stalking you. Who have you had an issue with? Why are you deceased? That was a dead giveaway. And just because you delete the messages on your end, do not mean the messages are deleted. I don't know if you guys knew that, but don't ever think that just because you delete the messages on your end, that they're gone, because they're not. They're not gone at all. The other person, especially if they've already read it, that's it. They got it. They have the message, you know? So most apartment complexes, condos, apartments, or whatever, housing areas, they have cameras for safety measures. And you know they're going to look at the cameras. Now, her boyfriend found her. I'm going to play this video. It is kind of sad, but I'm going to play it, just a little bit of it, not a lot. Just a little bit of him explaining how he ended up finding her in the apartment, okay? It was a guy that she was actually messing with. Let's put that up right quick. Hold on one second. This was her boyfriend. All right, let's listen to him. I'm not going to play the whole thing because, you know, they be tripping about their videos, honey.
Okay. And for about a year. How did you meet her?
Explain their relationship.
Okay, so how do you know her?
That's like we've been messing around for like over a year now.
Okay. I'm moving because of COVID and all that. Oh, that's so okay. So you've been dating her for about a year?
Yes.
Are you her only boyfriend? Okay, no problem.
Now, let me just remind you, at this time, he doesn't even know who did it. He don't even know the girl came from New York, did this to her. He does not know.
Okay. And for about a year. How did you meet her?
We met at a park. Mutual friends.
Okay.
He also one of my friends.
Who does she live here with?
My mother's travel.
So Revolto and Kayla weren't officially dating, but they did see each other a lot. In fact, they were together the night before her murder. He told police the last time he saw her in person was on July 12th, 2022.
I came here yesterday to pick up some money from her around. Around 7 o'clock. So now yesterday she left her park.
Hold on. You were here yesterday at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
PM or AM? And she was here.
Now, mind you, the reason why they're questioning him the way they're questioning him, because they're trying to rule him out as a suspect, right? They're trying to rule him out because they're probably like, Joker, did you do it? So that's why they're asking him questions right now, because they're trying to figure out, did he do this? You know what I mean?
So you picked up money from her?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on one second.
After that, Revolto said he went home, Kayla went off to work, something she did every Tuesday.
So you picked up money from her yesterday, last night, and then what'd you do? Okay, and then what? Okay.
It's more today. I called her. She wasn't answering. I know she was
Yeah, I don't think he said she's his girlfriend. I think he just said we kind of messed around for a year. So he didn't like 100% claim her as his girlfriend. He's like, yeah, she's just somebody I've been messing with for a year. Like, yeah, okay, Ninja. All right, Ninja.
She what?
Every Tuesday,
Where's that at?
it's right down the road. It's far. I don't know the exact place, but it's a far.
On commercial or no? On Lauderdale? Commercial?
Yeah.
So she works at Jamaican party every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday.
She's a bottle girl.
Yeah, she's a waitress.
Okay, what time does she usually work that until? Approximately
4.
4 p.m. 4 a.m.
Yes,
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
So 4 a.m. Okay. So she went to work last night. You sure? Or you don't? Okay. Okay. So then when you called her when?
I called her.
Or she called you or what?
No, I called her this early this afternoon. And like 10.
You can hear Revolto explaining this next part to police, but I want to pause and explain the timeline. So Kayla worked out at the bars. That means she went to work on Tuesday, July 12th, 2022, but she got off work at about 4 a.m. the next day, July 13th, 2022. It was a few hours after she got off when Revolto gave her a call. Once again, I'll let him explain.
Did you speak to her?
No, I didn't speak to her. I sent her a text, and my text said deliver, and then after a while, her phone just started doing like, it just started, as soon as I called the phone, it just hung up. It didn't ring, it didn't do anything. So I was like, I was kind of getting angry. I'm like, yo. So I was texting her like, yo, why you phone? And so now I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna swing by. I'm gonna come by. When I came by the first time, she usually parks in the handicap because she has a handicap sticker.
Okay.
So I parked outside of the handicap. I didn't see her car. I'm like, all right, let me just come knock. I knocked on the door. I heard her dog, but she didn't come in. She's the person, she didn't leave her dog, especially for Mother's Night. So I was like, okay, whatever. I went back. I left. I went to go get.
Now, mind you, it wasn't even just Kayla's apartment. She lived with her mom. Her mom was a traveling nurse. So now this crazy nut, she didn't even go to Kayla's house. She went to Kayla's mama house. Make that make sense. She pulled up to the mama house. Yeah. This girl is crazier than I thought. Because now she ain't even just pull up at Kayla's house. She went to the mama house. Make that make sense. Jesus Christ.
And I was like, I'm still calling her, but it's still the same thing. So I drove back again to see if she came back home or anything.
Did you see her car down there at all?
When I came back the second time, I went around the loop. I looked through the gate. I seen her car parked on the outside of the apartment complex. So I drove my car around and I looked at her license plate because when she comes to my house, I have to register her car. So I looked at the license plate. I'm like, that's her car. So now I come up and I'm banging on the door because I'm like, the car is here. I'm banging on the door. And then I just checked the door. And when I checked the door, it opened. And she was right there.
Revolto opened Kayla's door to find a shocking scene. Inside, Kayla had been stabbed to death. She and the entire area were covered with blood. This is how Revolto later explained it to investigators.
What do you see? Her body, blood. And when I walked in, and then 1,000 thoughts run through your head at that point because, like, I just walked in on a girl that I deal with, dead body. It's just like I immediately like even walked out. And I'm like, nah, I gotta call the police. I cannot leave her here like this.
True to his word, Revolto called 911.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Oh, ma'am, I don't know the address. Okay, what is the apartment number? Do you know if that has a building number? I could go downstairs and check. 1 second, please.
You can hear in the call, he's clearly distraught. He doesn't even really describe what happened or who he found.
Tell me exactly what happened. Okay. Oh, God. We're going to continue to update the units, all right? Continue to stay on the line with me.
Can you imagine somebody that you're dealing with on any type of capacity, right? Something that you're dealing with, somebody that you're dealing with, you walk in and find them unalived. Like, my God, like, I would be in such shock. Like, I don't even know if I could make the 911 call. I think that would take my voice away. Like, oh my God. Like, I would not, oh my God. I'm just sitting up here trying to think about what I would say. Would I scream? Would I cry? Would I run? Would I jump? Like, what in the world would I do if I was dealing with someone and I found them unalived? Oh my God, this is heartbreaking.
How old is she? Continue to stand on the line with me, okay?
But before paramedics arrived on the scene, the 911 operator instructed Revolto to perform CPR on Kayla, but it was too late. Body camera recording shows Broward County Sheriff's deputies respond to the scene and speak to Revolto almost right away.
I don't have access. I've been calling her all morning and she wasn't answering the phone. And I came here the first time and I just knocked. And I was like, I seen her car. I didn't see her car in the parking lot. She always parking in handicap. So when I came back the second time, I see her car outside. I'm like, she has to be here. So when I came, I knocked really hard and she had a little dog and she didn't answer. So I just tried the door and when I opened the door, she was on the floor.
The door was unlocked.
Yeah, the door was unlocked.
So you've been in the house.
Just, yes, and I just came the second
Did you
time.
see anybody in the room?
No.
I just want to get some more information.
No.
before I get in
No.
there. Is it the 1 or 2 bedrooms?
It's a 2-bedroom.
Was she on any medication, anything?
No, no. She worked a party last night, and then that was it. And I called her this morning. I was calling her this morning, texting her, and she was her phone was delivering it.
How in the world did how in the world did that lady, right? How in the world did Sakiyna know where her and her mama lived? How in the world did she find her? Damn, girl. Jeez.
It's like my girlfriend. Yes. Yes, she's like my girlfriend. Yes. Yes.
So now he says she's like my girlfriend. Yes, yes. So he's claiming her now. She's like my girlfriend.
No children, just a little.
Yeah, that's a long hallway.
Revolto, like anyone would be, is clearly in shock. A body camera recording captures him on the phone with someone explaining what's happening.
Listen, I came here this morning, bro.
First responders are pretty straight up with Revolto early on. He's going to have to stick around for a while.
Okay, listen, I'm sorry for your loneliness.
And of course, they told him to stick around. You want to know why? Because they have to rule him out as, you know what I'm saying, as a possible suspect.
I appreciate you talking to me, being part of the
He tells the story of what happened multiple times.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing children. We can due diligence from him. I don't know, bro. It looked like I don't know, but I can't see. I walked in and she was on the floor and I thumped my chest to see like blood coming from my neck, like she got cut on my neck. Bro, I don't know. And as deep when he see me at the club last night because she, you was with her, so she went to work. Yeah, I can talk to her this early. Yeah.
But even if she put a tracker on his car, how did she know that what apartment number and everything that she lived in? She went directly to that girl apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Because she and her 9-year-old, so you feel me? She was home chilling.
So she killed her in a robe, y'all. She had a robe on. Oh my, jeez. That ain't nobody with a robe on is going to try to fight you. You understand what I'm saying? You're exposing. You're not going to fight someone with a robe on, because you know that's what the lady said. That she jumped her first. Yeah, right. Okay.
Early this morning, you feel me? Bro, I don't have another number. I don't have another number. Yeah, bro.
Does your mom live local?
Huh?
Does your mom live local?
My mother lives with her mom's a flight attendant. So she may be on.
Oh, she's a flight attendant. I thought she said a traveling nurse, but she's a flight attendant. Okay, a flight attendant.
Yeah.
What area?
I'm serious.
As some first responders work to get in contact with Kayla's family, namely her mother, who she lives with, others speak to neighbors who live in the same apartment complex.
Hey, hi, I'm Deputy Hughes from the Sheriff's Office. Got to stay in the house.
Can you imagine somebody coming to your apartment and telling you got to stay in the house because it's a whole crime scene 2 or 3 apartments down from you, and you can't even come out your apartment because, yeah, they don't want the crime scene contaminated? She said, was he there when it happened? No, he was not there. He walked in and found her. The door was unlocked, and he found her deceased.
Okay. Do you have access to your ring camera? It's been on off.
And they're asking her for her ring camera. I actually thought that you had to have a court subpoena to ask someone for a copy of their ring camera, but I don't know, maybe not. But I just thought that you had to ask, you had to have a subpoena from court to get a copy of somebody's ring camera.
In the last maybe 24 hours. I was in the usual. Okay, what is the number? Oh no, I'm just like, you know, when you hear have you heard any yelling, screaming type stuff? No, I haven't. How far back should she look? Would you mind? Nothing. I mean, I don't mind this. That's why. Small child.
I wouldn't let them come in my house. You know, what are you coming in my apartment for? No. Hell no. You ain't coming in my apartment. You might find something that I don't supposed to have in there. So nah, you ain't coming in my apartment.
No, with my chest, so that's why. Can you step in? How old is it? Yeah. Are you good? Okay. Are you haven't done anything? I did, but I can't. If you could do me a favor. No work. Thank you. Yeah, let me go. I'm gonna get your phone number. I'm telling you,
Yeah, I'm not going to show all of that because that's neither here or there. So the boyfriend stayed out. He stayed out there for a good little while. They would not let him go. And of course, you know, they had eyes on him because they probably was like, hell, we trying to rule you out. We trying to make sure you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Oh, is that when let's see this one right here. Is that her mom? Hold on.
All around this case is just horrifying, and it's even worse when you see the reaction of Kayla's family.
She's dead.
How do you know? Your cousin?
Where's her body?
Hey, when's the last time you spoke to her? When's the last time you spoke to your cousin?
He spoke on Instagram. I did
Yesterday.
No. I see my cousin. Oh,
Hey, listen, do you know her mom?
Yes. Flight attendant. That's my mom.
Your mom? What? Your mom's here?
My mom is here. My mom is here.
Is that her mom?
No, that's her aunt.
Okay.
So,
Where's her mom?
Her mom is a flight attendant. She's
Okay.
working on a flight. I just finally got
Who
in
knows?
touch with her.
Oh.
So she's coming back right now.
She knows this. Okay.
Yeah, she's
Where is she now?
8:30.
She's supposed to come in at 8:30. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would. How did you hear about anything?
Her best friend,
Who is that? What's her name?
Janisa.
Janisa? What did she say?
She said that a guy my cousin talks to told someone that she talks to that he came here and found my cousin.
Okay.
Is that was she in the
It's an ongoing investigation, so we're checking into it now. Okay. We can't share too much. You know, we want to. We can't share too much. But
Can I see my cousin?
So I'm gonna take the shot.
She's done.
So, what's your name, Melanie?
is anybody here with you, Melanie? All right. Well, let's go back over to the
Let's walk over there, okay?
Yeah, let's go
And
over
then
to
I'll
the
talk
family.
to you and I'll talk to your family. You need help getting up? Come on. Come on, yes. We'll help you. Okay?
The reactions of Kayla's family are truly devastating to
It
watch.
is.
They begin to gather at the base of the apartment complex to wait for her body to be removed from the scene. They eventually request that they're allowed to pray over her body before
Oh my God.
it's taken away.
Do you want to sit down? You guys can hang out here if you want.
Can we go there? It's just more privacy.
Oh, this is the mom. This is the mother, the flight attendant. This is the mother. Oh my goodness.
But when they bring the body down, we're able to.
I can't answer those questions. I have no idea.
We spoke with her. They
Okay.
said you're at least able to pray over her.
Okay.
Woo!
Well, I'll let body removal. They'll for that.
Woo!
But I'd appreciate if you guys just hang out over here until we figure that out. All right. I'm trying to have detectives come over here and talk to you guys.
Mama can't even take it, baby. Mama cannot even take it. I understand your pain, Mama. I understand your pain. Mama just walks off because she cannot handle it. Woo! Y'all know when I do that, I'm fighting back tears, baby. When I do that, I am fighting back tears, honey. You hear me? Ooh, baby.
Because her mom just got here. So
I understand. She got off the flight.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Just please be aware.
Meanwhile, investigators on the scene follow literal bloody footprints
my
and gather
goodness.
evidence.
Yeah, just make sure that nobody wants to.
I think she's getting more. Yeah.
I'm gonna fast forward it just a little
Finally,
bit.
it's time for Kayla's body to be removed from the crime scene and for her family to pray with her.
please, you guys promise me.
Just wait.
So why are they loading her?
Just wait a second. Where's mom? Where's mom?
She's right here.
Hey.
Listen, please. She's right there. You guys don't get it. Please.
Let me talk to mom.
Woo!
Mom is coming. Listen, I asked earlier, whoever it was earlier, before you guys take her and put her in, can we please pray over her? Nobody's gonna touch her.
We can't have a lot of people over there.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
let's have, where's mom?
She's coming. Just wait for mom. She just got here. Yeah, just put her here. Nobody's touching her.
Okay. You will have 3 people go up.
No, that's not her sister. That is her that's her cousin, her first cousin. Her mother is her mom is her aunt. Okay, so I think it was Melissa or Melanie, somewhere to M. That's her cousin, first cousin.
You can have her and 2 other people. Okay, that way we don't have a lot of people there because it's very emotional. All right.
But I'm the one who asked for this.
Okay.
Because I did cadaver transport, but nobody's touching anything.
Okay.
I understand that. We just want to pray over.
Mom's not coming?
No.
Okay, then let's.
Mama can't handle it. Mama cannot handle it. She can't.
You want to go?
Yeah, can I please,
Okay,
please.
just,
I'm
not the family. You're her grandma. Okay, grandma, why don't you just take 2 people up with you? You don't have to.
Please.
As long as you don't touch her, we'll stay
We
back.
will not touch her.
Okay.
She's
Okay, let's go. You know it's difficult. Stay here, okay? All right.
I don't even know if this is something normal that they do allow someone to pray over a deceased body like that. But I mean, they're doing it. And y'all, I just need to take a breather right quick. So, woo, baby. So hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me just take a breather right quick. And then this, I think, is more of the crying that's really getting to me. It's the crying and knowing that this family is hurting from losing a loved one. You know what I'm saying? She seems like she had a lot of love. Y'all see me trying to talk and, you know, get these back, get it back, get it back. Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Oh my God. Heavenly Father, it's just
While Kayla's family says goodbye, detectives continued on in the investigation, collecting witness statements and later video recordings like this one.
Do you know how to open it? The only reason I asked is so that way, God forbid, it dies. Oh.
Yeah, it's probably that.
So right here, they just getting video footage of the I'm assuming the rest of the, you know, the different people in the neighborhood. Oh, that's like a nice apartment complex, you know, a nice area.
Disguise, including a wide-brimmed hat, a COVID-19 mask, and gloves. But detectives were—
hold on, let's go back because she threw some things away. So let's go back to see what all she threw away.
I have to give it to like whoever, so that way you let them know that we took possession of the camera, okay?
This proved to be invaluable for investigators because this recording captured a suspect on camera leaving Kayla's apartment in the early morning hours of July 13th, 2022. The person was wearing a disguise, including a wide-brimmed hat, a COVID-19 mask, and gloves. But detective—
She had on gloves, a COVID-19 mask. So that was trying to cover her face so no one would see her. She had on a wide brim hat on her head. Oh, yeah. That's intense, baby. She was trying to hide. She was trying to hide herself.
Were able to identify the person. It was 31-year-old Sakiyna Thompson of New York.
Wait a minute. Let me see how they were able to identify her. Because how in the world were you able to identify her?
2022. The person was wearing a disguise, including a wide-brimmed hat, a COVID-19 mask, and gloves. But detectives were able to identify the person. It was 31-year-old Sakiyna Thompson of New York. So what was she doing in southern Florida? Well, Sakiyna allegedly had a connection with Kayla. Kayla was allegedly dating Sakiyna's ex-boyfriend. According to the Broward County Sheriff's Office, Kayla had blocked Sakiyna on social media. And it turns out Sakiyna didn't like it. So to exact her revenge, Sakiyna, who was 2 months pregnant at the time, by the way, traveled from New York to Florida days before she attacked Kayla. Then at about 5 a.m. on July 13th, 2022, she used a fake Uber account to call a ride to Kayla's apartment complex. Investigators were able to corroborate all of this through flight records, cell phone data, putting Sakiyna at the crime scene, and evidence recovered from the apartment. Prosecutors say Sakiyna stabbed Kayla multiple times, leading to her death. And something that stood out to me during all of my research on this case was this evidence photo showing a tattoo on Sakiyna's arms. Now, the tattoo is of a Bible verse, Romans 8:31, and it reads, quote, "What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?" So Sakiyna used that same arm with a literal Bible verse on it to murder a romantic rival. And I can say that, by the way, I can say she murdered her without using the word allegedly, because Sakiyna has been convicted of first-degree murder. During her trial last month, she actually took the stand in her own defense, claiming she blacked out while attacking Kayla. But the jury didn't buy it. Sakiyna Thompson was convicted of first-degree murder on October 15th, and now she faces life in prison. And that is where today's scandal leaves us for now. For the late
Well, she was found not only guilty of first-degree murder, she was sentenced to life in prison. She was found guilty and sentenced for her crime. Damn, lady, you are. Now, this is what you call evil, okay? This is what you call evil. Not going back and forth with somebody on the internet, not roasting somebody on the internet, not calling somebody the B word, but someone that deliberate get mad, right? Because they was blocked on social media, because they didn't want to be stalked anymore by a crazy woman, all because they choose to deal with a guy, right? And they catch a flight and they fly down and unalive a lady, and then try to clean up the blood and leave, and changing in her clothes. I don't know what the hell that was about. And then try to discard it and leave this family hurt, confused, heartbroken. And all during her trial, never show 1 ounce of remorse. Not one. This is what you call evil. This is what you call demonic. And guess what? She is where she's supposed to be, in prison for life. This is a sad story. It's an unfortunate story. If I'm not mistaken, they sentenced her today. And that's why this story, even though it's kind of old, it happened back in 2022. And then a month ago, they found her guilty, but her sentencing was today. So yes, she is off the streets. Nobody have to worry about this one, and I just hope, another year from now, we don't hear some dumb shit like, oh, she's writing children books right now in prison. She needs to be up for parole because she's written 19 books and, she's changed her life. Nah, she needs to sit down. Sit down. She literally went in that court acting like a damn victim. So anyway, she said tomorrow when I got the call, I was not. Oh, wait a minute, Lady V, is this your family? Is this your family? Is that what we're hearing? Is this your family? I didn't know that. Oh, that's her family? Oh, Lady V, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry to hear this, sweetheart. I was sitting up here doing the whole story. I wasn't really paying much to the comments. So I did not know that this was your family, sweetheart. I am so sorry for your loss. I really am. And I hope you're not offended. I did have somebody reach out to me and ask me not to do a story because it was their family member and I honored them. So I did not know this was your family member. And if I missed anything or maybe not told some important news or got something wrong, please let me know because I don't want, I don't want to put something out there that's She said, no, talking about my sister and my niece. Well, which one is what? So you said this is your family, or no, this is not your family? Oh, you experienced similar grief like this. Oh, okay. Whew. I mean, not woo, like that's a good thing, but no. Okay, so you experienced a similar situation like this. Okay. Okay. I'm still sorry for your loss, though. She said she got life with no parole. She can't make any money off of the case. That's good that she can't make no money. And it's good that she got life with no parole. She's where she is literally where she deserves to be. This was a pure case of first degree. Hold on, Candy's calling me. Hey, what's up, honey? Okay, Candy was telling me that your sister was unalived. Okay, sorry to hear about that, Lady V. Your sister, baby. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Yeah. So all hugs and kisses. Y'all send some prayers up for Lady V. I know this was probably really hard for you to watch because as I heard the cries of this family, yeah, that was very touching. And people don't understand that when they take away someone's life, you just don't know how much hurt and pain you leave behind. You're thinking you're getting rid of a person, but you just don't know just how much hurt and pain that you're leaving behind of people's loved ones. You know what I'm saying? So some of these people out here, even though they feel like they got victory or justice, should I say, this is something they're still going to think about every birthday she has, every holiday. You know what I'm saying? They're going to think about her and they're going to go through the grieving process all over again. So people don't think about that when they take a life. You're literally leaving a lot of people back here hurting. Everybody has loved ones, right? So, people need to think about that before they do something stupid. But I believe this young lady right here, she had disregards of life. Just look at her. But again, like I say, she's where she's supposed to be, in prison for life. So, but that concludes our story. I don't know if Trey came into the audience. I'm going to call him right quick because we're supposed to be doing another story. The internet sister came over here. I don't know if she's supposed to be going live. Let me call her right quick if you guys don't mind. Let me call her right quick and just see does she have intentions on going live. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, so the internet sister says she's coming on at 10:45. At 10:45, so I'm assuming she means Eastern Standard because it's 9:24 my time. So that's 9:45 Central Time and 10:45 Eastern. So just like 20 minutes, she says she'll be on. Okay, so for those that want to stick around, I'm gonna call Trey right quick and see if he's still up and see what he got going on. Because even if we got to change hours to tomorrow, we're still going to get one in today. Because I did ask him, whether we're going to do it today or tomorrow, and he said either day was fine. So I'm going to call him and see what he's up to. She said, "Great live and more. I had not heard of this story. Oh, okay. Thank you, Rita. Appreciate it. So let me give a shout out to those that blessed this this story tonight. Thank you. Hey Aisha. Is that Hey Aisha or Hey Yashi? Hey Yashi. Wait a minute. That picture looks familiar. Hey Yashi. But anyway, thank you for becoming a member. Oh, that's Ashley. Is that Hey Ashley? That looks like Ashley to me. But anyway, thank you for that membership, girl. And then we got Vera. She said, I never want to be that crazy in love. Me neither. Hell no. Who wants to be this crazy in love? Me, never, 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 never. Watch this. Thank you so very much. That definitely premeditated, and it was. Vanessa, Loud Talkers, let's support them more with any color super chat. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Barbara threw $20 and said, hey, Amore, and your awesome supporters. Oh, thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And Candy came over and said, good vibes only tonight. Hit that thumbs up, share, and show some love with a super chat, a coffee, or a cash app. Oh, thank you so much, Candy. Appreciate you. And Big Sis Glenn, thank you so much, honey. She said she's crazy as heck and is. Thank you, Binky Bink. Appreciate you. Thank you, Barbara. Barbara threw some red up in here. How did I miss that? Amore will always be the GOAT. Keep doing you. Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate you so very much. I do. Thank you, Juanette, so much. And Bonita and Carmelita. Say good content, Amore. Thank you. And then Rita, great live, Amore. I had not heard of this story. Appreciate you. Chocolate Mess said, great live, Amore. I was listening in at work. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then Diva Chick said, keep up the great content. Thank y'all. I appreciate you guys loving on my channel, as y'all always do, especially when we're not, doing other stories that we're used to doing, right? So I just love the fact that we still had a packed house no matter what. I do appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot to me. So Jenny, I'm not sure what Jenny is going to be covering tonight, but she said she is coming on in about 20 minutes. So if you guys want to go stretch, get you something to eat, and click on the Jenny's channel, I'm going to call Trey and see what he's doing. Who knows? We may pull a late night. That's if Jenny don't do 13 hours. Y'all know if Jenny do 13 hours, we just gonna let Jenny do 13 hours. Hey, sometimes you gotta get some shit off your chest. You know what I mean? So if Jenny does 13 hours, we just gonna let Jenny do 13 hours and then we'll postpone, because I did go live earlier today, but on my other channel, okay? On my other channel. So thank you for four children and 2 grand. She said, no matter what the topic, you make everything interesting. Love you, sis. Love you back. I appreciate you so very much. And then Do Poop threw some love. Thank you, Do Poop. I appreciate you. Thank you, Angie, for saying that this was a great live. I do appreciate y'all. And y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all really, really do. So I appreciate that. So take a break, stretch out, go grab you a snack. I know it's late, grab you something to drink, and let's head over to Jenny's channel in about 20 mics. All right. I appreciate y'all so very much. Y'all hit that thumbs up button on the way out. She said, Amore, did you start the Diddy documentary? I did, right? I started it and I fell asleep on it. However, my husband is all into it. I can't get into it like that. I'm trying, right? I'm trying, but I'm like, so I don't know. Maybe I'll, try again. Okay. Maybe I'll try again, but I fell asleep on it. My husband's like, you're not supposed to be falling asleep. You're supposed to be watching this. So maybe I'll try again. Maybe I will try again. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. She said, love the new content. Yes. What we say yesterday, we said, forward and upward, right? Forward and upward. So I do appreciate you guys, because that's where we headed, forward and upward. She said, what is it on Hulu? I think it's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's on Netflix. So maybe I will try it again. Thank you, Big Sis. I appreciate that from you. From all of y'all, actually, from all of y'all. Appreciate that. So she said, good night. You going to bed, girl? You going to bed? Okay. Catch you tomorrow, sis. She said, I will catch the replay. Okay, thank you, Sherry. She said, watch the documentary with hubby, but it's a repeat of what we've heard and seen. Yes, they talking about how Tupac died and how this person died. And yeah, it's long, but I don't know. But we'll see. She said, very interesting, but not shocking of Diddy. People always saying he was a monster behind the scenes. Yes, I mean, yeah, to find out that he was actually accused back in 1981 of the grape word and nobody knew about that. Like, yeah, I thought that was interesting to find out that they kept that on the low, right? But they always trying to pay people off, you know, trying to just, you know, get people to not tell or whatever. She said, "Hey, Amor, I sent you something on your Cash App earlier. Just wanted to let you know that I'm so proud of you and keep up the great work." Thank you so much. I do appreciate that love. And I also appreciate the nice compliments, you know, that I've been getting, accolades, however you want to say it. So I appreciate that. The encouragement. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate you guys see that I am definitely trying. And I don't even think trying is a word because I'm definitely sticking to my guns this time. So I just appreciate you guys helping me stick to my guns as well by continuing to show up. You know, we don't always have to like just, you know what I'm saying, entertain all the other noise because at this point, that's all it is, right? So, but I appreciate y'all so very much. I do. But y'all, let's get a break in, bathroom break, water break, snack break, and let's go and show our sister some love when she come live, okay? So thank y'all so very much, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.